Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, it's so nice to meet you. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about some underrated baby products. Products that I feel like are just not talked about enough. I have seen so many people talk about so many different products, and I have some of them, and I can honestly say they are so worth the hype that they get. But there are so many products that I have used that I feel like nobody talks about. They are so, like, they're not hyped at all, but they should be. So I just wanted to kind of share. I've watched lots of TikTok videos, lots of YouTube videos about things that people should add to their registry or things that people feel like are not worth being on your registry and things like that. Everyone has their own opinions, so these are just the things that I have found to be super helpful and things that we love that I feel like are not mentioned enough in the baby world. So the first product I wanted to talk about, I feel like this is talked about a little bit more than a lot of other products that I'm going to mention here, but this one in particular is Miss Mouth's Messy Eater Stain Treater. My Messy Eater Stain, excuse me, my little mess maker is having lots of blowouts recently, and I honestly think that it is because of her diapers. However, it's making life a little difficult. So let me go get a wipe out. There is only one article of clothing that I have not been able to get the blowout stains out of, and it's because I didn't spray it soon enough. However, if I spray something soon enough, it comes out. So, example, she just blew out on her bouncer seat, and just spraying generously because it's gross. And putting that in the washing machine. It's not the only product, unfortunately, but this stuff is a lifesaver. It also gets out milk stains and other things. This stuff is super helpful, and 10 out of 10 would recommend. I wish they made them in bigger bottles because this is the second bottle, but very, very helpful. 10 out of 10. Hi. Hey. Okay, next product is a sleep sack. This is not the one we're talking about today. I feel like the most popular ones on the market right now are the Kai Baby sleep bags, which, don't get me wrong, fantastic, I love it. However, there is one that we used when we were trying to transition her, and also one that was actually warm enough. I struggled to find anything that was warm enough, like swaddles and stuff. We were double swaddling her, and then we had the issue of trying to transition from a swaddle to a sleep sack, and that was a difficult transition because she was getting cold in the sleep sacks. I couldn't find any that were transitional but not super expensive that were warm enough for her. So I found this one at a, what's the store called? Once Upon a Child. So I got this thing for like $4, but I also had a smaller one. Hey. But this is the Halo Swaddle Sack. I wish we would have used this from the very beginning. This one is too big from the beginning, but we had another one that I wish we would have started using at the very beginning. It was 3.0 TOG, and it's cold in our house, and she likes to sleep really, really warm. So we used that one, and then when she outgrew that one, I started using this one before we got the Kite one, and we still use both of them. But you can use it as, it's a sleep sack that just like zips, and this one has a double zipper, but you can tuck their arms in and then swaddle them this way, which is good for transitioning because their legs are not tight, but then their arms are like still tucked in, and then you can do one arm or two, and then once they like fully transition out of two arms, their arms can like still stick out, but they still have this, which is like compressing on their body, which feels like a swaddle, but their arms are out. So I think this is really nice. I have not seen nearly enough people talk about it, and you can find them at consignment shops for very cheap, whereas if you buy a used Kai Baby sleep sack, they're pretty expensive. So that was the next thing that I love, and I think that she really liked it as well. Okay, we're at our changing station now. I know lots of people don't use changing stations, but we do, and we love it. Let me turn off her sound machine. I just realized it was on this whole time. But the next product that we love is this one. It is Aquaphor Spray. We do have Aquaphor in a tube, which is fine. We love Aquaphor, right? But sometimes you just want to have a spray. We first started using this when we went to the doctor and we realized we did not have a small tube, but I got a sample of this stuff in a registry box. She's just chatting, she's not sad. But we got this in a registry box, and I really, really loved it. It's nice because you don't have to worry about getting it on your hands, so it's easier to clean off of your hands. And it just sprays. It's a lot easier. I feel like no one has talked about this, especially because like Aquaphor says Aquaphor Baby on it, and this doesn't say baby, but it is literally the exact same product, minus the butane because it's a spray. They're exactly the same. So, yeah, I love this stuff. 10 out of 10 would recommend. If you want to have something on the go that's like easy and less messy, This would also be really good for like scrapes and stuff, so you're not touching it. Easier at keeping it clean. You can just spray and go. So yeah, there's that. Hi. Next is a toy. We have most of our toys downstairs. So the next thing is this. This is the Itsy Ritsy silicone teether toy thing. It's the shape of an elephant. And I feel like I've seen lots of different Amazon ones, but I've never seen anybody talk about the Itsy Ritsy one. She randomly started putting her hands in her mouth all the time one day, like literally out of nowhere. And so I bought her this and I put it in her hand, and she literally she'll suck on this, she'll chew on everything. I love that it has all these different textures on it, so that's good for her little mouth, for like sensory, I guess. But there's tons of different textures and she loves this thing. 10 out of 10. I don't know why people don't talk about it more. I think there are a couple of different animals. This is the only one they had at Target. But you just like stick their little hands in here so that it like doesn't come off, and she will play with this thing for hours. Now we're coming over here to the cabinet. Something else I literally never saw anyone talk about is this. It's a sterilizer bag. I've seen lots of the like disposable sterilizer bags, but I've never seen anybody talk about this reusable one. We use it for storing stuff when we're not using it to sterilize, but no one wants to boil water every time you need to sterilize something. And this is so nice because you don't have to boil water, because I feel like when you boil water, you feel like you need to sterilize as many things as possible, because boiling water it's not a hard task, but it's also not like the quickest thing. And you don't want to like leave it unattended. I'm actually boiling water right now, but it's in the kettle. But you don't want to like boil your stuff constantly, because you feel like you constantly need to keep your eyes on it. But with this, you just stick your stuff in here, add water, clip it shut, stick it in the microwave for 3 minutes, and it's sterilized. And I like using it for smaller things like pacifiers and bottle nipples and pump parts, these things. It's just so much nicer. Also, we put everything in the dishwasher for the most part. So the dishwasher sterilizes with the heat setting. So we don't tend to sterilize individual pieces a lot, but like pacifiers, it's so nice because I don't want to necessarily put the pacifiers in there. So I like wash those with soap and then just stick them in the sterilizer. So much easier. I think this was like $15. You can buy a pack of like, I know Medela makes single-use sterilizer bags. They're not single-use. You can use them like 20 times, I think, but then you have to throw them out, whereas the silicone, you can use it forever and ever and ever and ever. So I definitely really enjoy this. Makes things easier, and I love that it's reusable and that we can store stuff in it when we're not using it. So it's really nice. I love that. Okay, this last thing is in the car. So, you know, when you're driving, the sun gets in your baby's eyes, you want to put a shade on the window. We got a shade for the window, and I feel like it's the most genius product that's ever existed. Normally when you put a shade, it's one that is, what's the word I'm looking for? Suction cups onto the window, which is fine, but it doesn't cover the entire window typically. And if it does cover the entire window, then it's like one that you like stick on, so it isn't like, it doesn't move very well. So you like, it has an adhesive, that's the word I'm looking for. So the one that we have, let me show it to you. It's very nice. So this is the one we have. It's by the brand Munchkin, and it magnetically attaches like this. So it can attach to like the metal parts of your car, and it has a ton of different ones. And then if you need to tighten it, it has these little like loop things that attach onto these, and you can stretch it as much as you want to. It has 4 different magnets, actually 5, I think. Yeah, but it's from Munchkin, and it's like this fabric material, and it's super easy to move from window to window because it's magnetic, but it also covers the entire window, and it doesn't affect the ability to close the door. I think it was like 20 bucks. I have no idea how much regular ones are, or like the normal ones are, but we got that one for like 20 bucks, and it was so helpful. And it's nice because we don't have to worry about the sun in our eyes. And I think she's hungry. I think it's feeding time. Is it feeding time? Are you ready for Baba? Look at her. So cute. I love her so much. Bless you. That little smile. I love you. Let's eat a Baba for you. Oh, you okay? Wait, there's one more. Hold on. I'm sorry. I thought that was everything. It's not. There is one more. Okay, this is the last thing, I promise. I got a little too excited about it. Okay, so we all know that Frida Baby makes the best products, right? Okay, because I love all of the Frida Baby products I've ever tried. We have the manual and the electric no sucker. We have the cradle cap set. We have the, I don't know, any Frida products I've used, I've loved, okay? Have not had any complaints about any Frida products. But this one is not hyped enough, okay? Everybody talks about the no sucker, but when your baby is really small, like a newborn, you can't get anything out because the no sucker thing is like not small enough for their nostrils, which fair enough. You need like enough space so that, I mean, you need it like filled in enough so that it like properly suctions. But it's hard to get all the little things out of their nose. So this is the 3-in-1 nose, ear, multi-tool, I don't know. But This one, it's like curved. It's not gonna, okay, there you go. You see how it's not gonna do it? Okay, it's like curved, so you can like pick their nose with this, okay? And then there's this end that you can use to like pick their ears. And because it's like this little thing, it's not pushing stuff further into their ears. This one is like just a generic thing. And then this one is for getting under the nails. I have only used this for under my nails before because I'm scared of hurting her with it. But this thing is not talked about enough, and it's like $10. And it comes with a case. So you just stick it inside and it's super easy to clean, and I just am obsessed with it, okay? And if you don't have this, you need it, because there have been many times where we've been able to like bring a lot of stuff forward in her nose with the suctioner, but we can't quite get it out. So this helps like get it out, which is gross, but you gotta do what you gotta do. If you're a mom, you know. So that was the last one. So now that I've excitedly shared everything with you, I will link everything down below if you guys are interested in checking any of these items out. If you're a new mom and you're trying to figure out what you should register for, I, again, recommend all of these things, obviously, because I'm telling you about them. That is all I have for today's video. If you guys would subscribe to my channel down below before you go, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!